Welcome to the Kid Ankh Ageplay podcast. I am Kid Ankh and I am back after 4 weeks, I think it's been about almost a month. Yeah, as a lot of you guys know, I've been really busy. I've been jumping from different conventions and going to different places. Mouse and I have been doing a lot of traveling, so I haven't had the chance to do a lot of the podcasting work that I wanted to do. However, I do have some pretty awesome and interesting podcasts coming up in the next couple of months. I'm hoping to get Mommy Cat on here. I'm also planning to hoping to get the head of Indie Dream World, which was a convention that we just went to. But first of all, I'd like to bring back our co-host that's here only half of the time. Mouse.
Not even that much.
Yeah.
Hello.
Jesus, you're like the token character of the group.
Token what?
Yeah, you heard me. Token.
Excuse you? It's Tolkien, as we have just found out.
No, it's not. That's the person that wrote Lord of the Rings. That is not what that is.
It's Tolkien now.
Oh God. But yeah, I mean, we've been traveling for a while now. I mean, going to different conventions and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's only been one, and then outside of that, we've been working with the parties and stuff like that. So, yeah, we've been pretty busy.
Yeah, it's been quite a lot lately.
Mm-hmm. I mean, outside of personal life shit, yeah.
Oh yeah, enjoy that immensely. Can you hear my sarcasm?
Yeah, I can. You can tell the school's beating the shit out of you.
Oh yeah, they
are. Quick thing, Indie Dream World. What did you think?
Oh yeah, it was great. The hotel was cold as shit, but you know.
Yeah, you were fucking freezing.
I was freezing. Listen. We'll get into outfits and whatnot with today's subject, but look, it's hard being a hoe. It's really hard. I don't know how they do it. Everybody says hoes don't get cold.
That's a lie.
That's a lie.
I was like, have you not been to Katsucon?
Hoes get cold.
Yeah, hoes do get cold, especially when they are spending $1,000 for the con to catch fire.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
In negative 14 weather and having to go outside and dress as a Sailor Scout and literally turning blue.
Yeah,
no.
I didn't come here to do an Avatar cosplay. I came here to do whatever the fuck. I don't know. I'm here to be Sailor Moon, not a Navi. Let's not get frostbite.
I mean, we also did, while we were there, we did get some interesting news while we were there. I have to say, which then came out before I could make this episode, so.
Indeed it did. You want to cover that first?
Yeah, let's do that real fast. Last week, I don't know if everyone got the message, but on the 28th of March, it was announced that TeddyCon has closed its doors for good. They are not reopening. Which, that means several things, actually.
Indeed.
I am the longest reigning talent show champion of TeddyCon now. Which I officially need a title belt. I want a belt, goddammit. And I don't want no WWE looking belt. I want the AEW looking belt.
Well, we went to Target while we were at Indy and we didn't find any.
Yeah, I was mad because their entire aisle was pretty much taken.
Yeah, I know you were not happy about it.
Oh my god.
And neither was I, because I didn't wear socks on my way there and we didn't have a rental, so.
Yeah.
He had to buy me socks. It was funny.
I had to not only buy you socks, but then I had to deal with an Uber driver or a Lyft driver who was like, "Oh, I can only wait for you for 5 minutes." I'm like, "What the fuck?" It's like I had never heard that bullshit in my life. But then again, whatever.
And I don't know what was in his car. Was it a perfume of some sort? What was that?
I have no idea.
But it stayed in my nose the rest of the time.
Yeah. Oh god. I mean, we had a lot of fun at that convention.
It was a good
time. Sadly, TeddyCon is not coming back. Well, while we were there, we had heard rumor that TeddyCon was being bought, and I took a random guess at who it was. And did I not say in the room that I believed that it was probably the head of ABU?
Yeah.
And I was fucking right.
I mean, that's the only person who I would think is incapable of doing that.
Yeah, I mean,
he's
the most savvy businessman in our entire community. I mean, at some point we really got to get him on the show because, like, he is an AB, one of the savviest businessmen in the community, the guy who saved everyone's favorite company, and he is queer.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he's got the trifecta.
Yeah, I was really surprised by that. I was like, wow. I was like, this guy is fucking amazing. And if you've ever talked to him, he's really nice and really, like, down to earth on a lot of things. And he's always promoting his competitors too, which is saying something.
That's unheard of in that kind of business.
Usually it's heard of if you've ever done, like, door-to-door selling, like door-to-door salesmanship. Door-to-door salesmanship is usually like that. Like, you would essentially just do something along those lines in order to get what you want done. But like you amp up your competitor in order to make them sound better. Yeah, it's a pretty fascinating job. I would never wish it upon anybody because you really do not make any money doing that. I mean,
I've done it. It's terrible.
Yeah, I have too. Oh god, that was years ago. Okay, so you had a topic that you wanted to talk about, and I wanted to hear this because I've been wanting to cover this topic, but I don't know enough on it. So
yeah, it's a, I'm not sure the word. It's a touchy, but also not so touchy subject, especially with how the trans, and I honestly feel like I have to add this into being one. Like, it's a increasing femininity type thing, like acceptance of it, and and the topic is sissies in the community, and I think they are widely unrepresented and also widely kind of just off in their own bubble with it when it comes to AB topics and also in the AB community. Is I always feel like you see maybe one or two in, like, full really frilly outfit and whatnot at a con, maybe here or there. I didn't see any at Indy. I think I was the only one that was dressed like that.
Yes, actually. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I feel that sissies in general are kind of still a pretty taboo thing. I mean, yeah, with the rise of growing acceptance of trans people, it's becoming less and less ostracized, but it is still...
Which is strange, because, like, you could, like, take a randomizer to Twitter, randomize all the different dominatrices, and a lot of them cover sissy stuff.
Indeed, yeah.
But, or sissification in some way, shape, or form. But I think it's because, and I was reading this, actually, at some point, I guess at some points the kink can touch onto toxic subjects, I guess? Is that what it is?
I that's also something I wanted to mention, is that there is a lot of humiliation and degradation involved in that, and that is on the point of them not being a man, not being enough of a man, not weighing up to anything what is traditionally masculine. And I can see why that would be a taboo for a lot of people, including the trans community. which is why, like, myself personally, whenever I'm engaging in that, that's a hard no for me. Is like, if I'm dressed like this, it's because I fucking want to. It's not because I'm being forced to or anything like that. Although forced is fun, don't throw the whole not enough man and bullshit in there. It's completely wholly unnecessary. Although I know there are people out there that enjoy that. No kink shame here. It's not for a lot of people, and it's also not for a lot of the people who outcry against the fetish. And that's I think that's what a lot of them latch onto. Which is why I can understand why it's not the most fully represented or even accepted in some cases. I mean, I've come across some doms and dominatrixes that completely say no to the whole subject, and none of them have really elaborated on why. That's their prerogative. I'm not going to ask if you won't answer. But like, what have you experienced with that?
So in the cases of some, it comes down to some of the ideas of toxic masculinity, and they feel that by doing some things within, like, sissification, such as, the humiliation part, oh, you're not much of a man, and stuff like that, they feel like they're engaging in and amplifying toxic masculinity with that. I have an opinion on that, and I hope that people understand that my opinion is not law. Just because I do a podcast does not mean that my opinion is law or anything like that. I've never portrayed that. But my simple opinion to that is that's absolute bullshit. I will tell you that off the bat. It's absolute bullshit. Because the people that come to the fucking stupid-ass conclusion of that are the same people who will sit there and find a way to politicize something that's not in, like, really of existence. Like, for instance, I am not going to tell somebody who is black and likes to do race play with whoever partner that they have, that what they're doing is wrong. As long as no one is actually getting hurt, as long as no one is getting hurt, and when I say that, I mean like physically, like, damaging or injuring, like something seriously putting their lives in danger, then if it's not that, I really don't fucking care what type of play that they do. If it's not for me, it's not for me. Race play is not for me. However, I'm not going to go over there and judge the guy that actually enjoys doing it who may be black. However, you have a lot of people in the community that will sit there and come up with ways of trying to claim that anyone that would indulge that person is racist, but they won't. But if they see that the person who is the subject of and who asked for it in the first place is black, oh no, that's fine. However, you're racist for engaging with them. Excuse me? That's not how that works. Like, that is not how that works. That if that is the case, you are the type of person that would go to a play about Peter Pan and believe it's real, because if it's a play, then it's based on real, actual events. It's dumb. It's like, no. It's like trying to believe that the Power Rangers are fucking real. That's the way that I view it. It's nonsensical. Like, role play is role play for a reason. Yeah, like, there are people who engage in consensual non-consent. Another thing that I am not okay with, but I'm not going to judge someone who is doing that safely. I'm sorry, that's just not me. That's not for me. And whenever I see people in the community just go off the deep end for really stupid reasons like that, I'm usually the one to actually point out the opposite view, which entails, for some fucking reason, I've had people try to claim that I was anti-everything at some, like, anti-everything that I stand for, essentially. Which is, it's stupid. Like, no, there's forethought and not just emotional reaction. So that's what I'm saying here. That's just my opinion again. Like, it doesn't matter what I think, because I'm not in that kink. So
yeah, I mean, it's hard, especially for, like, to piggyback off of that and with race involved. Myself being black, and not to toot my own horn, being above average in the lower region. Being a sissy is sort of awkward, especially for black men.
yeah, because it doesn't
is
fit
not the usual. In fact, a lot let's backtrack a little bit and let's explain what the two types of sissies are. You have the sissy baby, which is, you include the diapers, the very frilly dresses, the whole 9 yards, a lot of makeup. They play little girl version. Sometimes you can include the humiliation aspect in there. You can throw in a little more sexual activity in there. It's really a mixed bag when it comes to that. Then you have the, what I like to call the hooker sissy, which is fully sexual. You go overblown with femininity, and a lot of the sissy hypno, which is something I'm going to talk about a little later, is pushed up to 11. And what I like to be is somewhere in the middle of that. And to come back to the sissy hypno thing, a lot of sissy training videos and a lot of the, I want to say, environment around the sissy kink itself is white men suck, black men rule, black cock rules all. That's what it is. That is very odd for me to be all, like locked up and dressed like that, and then you've got this telling me like, oh yeah, white sucks, but you got a great package down there. Like, wait, what? I'm confused here. You're confusing me. That kind of thing.
But do you see, that in itself is an issue, and I never realized that, actually. Now that I think about it, I don't see many black sissies.
There are very, very few. It is rare, and
I think you were the first one I've ever met.
I know a few. Whenever I'm like in a circle of, like, there's a couple sissy discords I'm in, and whenever I come across like a dom or another sissy or something like that, and they start talking, we get to conversation, and they see like my pictures that I've posted and the stuff that I've shared, they go, that's unusual, and I go, what exactly? And they say, you don't usually see a black sissy. And I'm like, yeah, I get that a lot. Have you met any other ones? And they say, no, you were the first one. And that's not unusual, especially for me. I know that there are black sissies out there. I know that there are even some that go by the whole race play aspect, and they are big fans of white cock, and they have the whole hypno thing on lock. I've even seen a couple, not my cup of tea, gotta say, but they've carved out their own little hole in the kink, and it's slowly growing. I've seen more and more, and I'm now friends with 3. In fact, nowhere near me. A couple of them are overseas. It sucks, but hey, that's the world we live in with online kink and everything. Coming back to what I was talking about before, which I lost my place. Holy shit, I know how to go on a tangent. What was that?
You were explaining about being black in
Okay, being black in the community is very hard, because not just in the terms of AB, because Unc has gone on many a rant about how it is for us in the community. Being black and a sissy is very strange, because you got the whole... We're still recording, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna have to cut that out.
No, it's fine because the screensaver just kicked in.
Oh, yeah.
So
I just...
That's just... Don't worry about that.
Why does your computer do that?
Because I have it set to do that. Even though it shouldn't, because there is a video playing. I don't know why it just switched to screensaver like that. I apologize. Please continue.
It threw me off my whole thought track.
No, you were saying that it's strange for...
Yeah, it's strange for black sissies because they have this... It's built around a lot of race play to really just narrow it down.
But it's not race play towards... See,
it's reverse race play.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Which is unusual. You don't usually see that kind of thing. And with the rise of how much more popular, like, the hooker sissy is becoming in the community, you see a lot more of that. You hardly ever see sissy babies, but you see a lot more of the hooker sissy. And that's because of the, like, growth of, like, the sissy hypno industry. And, like, there's an entire website now out there dedicated entirely to sissy hypno and sissy porn. You've got Discords right, like, in the hundreds of thousands in membership dedicated entirely to sissy kink. They even have streams going on, week-long streams of just nothing but hypno. And it's... I feel like the hooker sissy is in, like, a very big renaissance at the moment, where they're everywhere, they're far more accepted, especially
but the
in
baby
circles.
sissies had that at one point too.
Oh, yeah,
their big thing was, like, maybe between 2013 and actually a little earlier than that. It was like from 2012 all the way until about 2019. Like it fell off because people got more into doing the bimbo shit.
Yeah,
so
that's where things kind of fell off the rails.
You can say that they had their own reconnaissance.
Okay. Bimbo and hooker stuff and, like, all worship the mighty dong type deal. It is really what kind of threw baby sissies off the map for a little bit, and they're far off the map now. Like, they come back here and there, but, like, if you look at any of the sissy hypno sites that have majorly hypno involved and that type of thing going on, you see nothing to do with ABs, diapers, or anything like that. They have a lot of stuff about mommies, but nothing to do with being little, girly, having fun, or being patted, or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you look at, like, you'll find sissy baby porn and stuff. You'll find it. I mean, if you look for it, you'll find it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's in very tiny corners. You'll find it in, like, clip for sale, in some just for fans, and that'll be really it. You'll have to pay for it. It's nowhere mainstream. It's nowhere free. And I think that it's getting scooted even further into the obscure, especially with, like, how hooker sissies are becoming more and more prominent.
Yeah, but yeah. You see, the thing is that a lot of them a lot of the dominatrixes that are dealing with feminization and sissification it's interesting because, like, a lot of them do not cater to ABDL at all, so they cater to just that, or they cater to other types of roleplay along with that. The ones that do cater to the ABDL stuff are more than excited to, like, incorporate it in there, but not everybody does. It's more common to be not ABDL and do sissification than it is to be ABDL and sissification.
Yeah. And I think that's really where a lot of the feminization bit shines when it comes to that whole thing.
Hello there. This is the end of the segment. So, couple of messages. Just want to get these out there real quick. Thank you so much for supporting our series, supporting our channel, and supporting the series, and just being really, really awesome. We really appreciate you. I just wanted to let you guys know a couple of things. First, if you're not subscribed, please press the subscribe button down below. It's good to know that there are people that are very much interested. Leave us a like, comment. We always love reading the comments. You guys leave awesome comments. So, yeah, thank you again. Here's the other thing. For the newbies. So, a lot of you are probably here for the Ageplay podcast a lot. But did you know that we do other series? Yeah. So we have 3 other series that we do here on this channel. It's the Kid Ankh Gaming and Ageplay, which is a really awesome series where we basically just play video games and talk about kink. Majorly topics pertaining to Ageplay though. Then we have the Kid Ankh Playtime live stream where I play with action figures and answer your questions. Yeah, that's a really awesome Q&A series that really gets me able to communicate with everyone. And last but not least, the Kid Ankh Fat Blobs. This is the series that I started when I first got here. So, this series is freaking awesome. I still love doing these essays where I talk about the community and my journey through it and my commentary about the things that I've learned over the years and what I see and things that I feel like could change and things that I can open people's eyes on if they would just look at the different situations. So yeah, 100%. Please, please, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. It really does let us know that you're listening. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for all your support and all your help. We wouldn't have made it here 10 years without you. You guys are amazing.